You guys, happy Friday to Friday, deal or no deal. Or I'm sorry, Saturday, deal or no deal. Any deals you guys are working on, looking for me to help you guys analyze, let you guys know it's a deal or no deal. I'm doing a little bit different today here. iPad went down, so jump on my laptop, trying to get it done for you guys. So anything you're working on right now, drop me a comment. Can you hear me? Let me know. But let me see here. I'm trying to pull up my screen here really quick so we can work on this. Can you guys hear me? What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this? Is this better than is this better or not? Oh yeah, and also too, you guys follow me on IG, on Instagram, follow me or the wife. The link is in the descriptions at Khang.WTM or at LonWin1984. You guys can follow me on IG. How you guys doing? We got about 30 minutes. I'm going to jump off. So we're going to go for about 30 minutes or so, and then I'm going to jump off. And for those of you who was in my private Facebook group, I'm going to jump on and I'm going to do some live call with seller. You guys will be able to listen to me live. And then you guys be able to ask any questions you want. I know that some of you, that's something that I try to see if I can do it at least once a week or so. And then eventually we're going to get into the point where I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I'll have you guys shoot me some phone number. And then I'm actually going to call the seller for you. Anyways, let's give you guys some shout out here. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this this view here? So as you guys enter the live stream, smash the thumbs up for me. As I shout out your name, smash the thumbs up. If you guys are new to the channel, I'm doing a deal or no deal every single Saturday. I go live every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And this is when I helped you guys. Okay, maybe that's a little bit better. This is when I help you guys analyze your deals and let you know if I think it's a deal or it's a no deal, what I would offer to the seller, what amount, and things like that to help you guys out. So giving you guys kind of my personal opinion on it. Alex, what up? Happy Saturday. Marisa, Joshua DeJesus, loud and clear, brother. Awesome, man. Carton Raymond, Car, what up? Car, haven't seen you in a while. What up? Glad that you're back in action. Human, Marisa, Human, what up, what up? Eric, Jeffrey, happy Saturday. Wholesale to Freedom, what up, man? What up, man? What up, bro? How's everything going? Have you had any, have you done any deals? Have you done any deals after our, I think I did an interview with you. I'm not exactly sure, but let me know, man. Would love to get an update from you, see how things are going. Kiera C, happy Saturday. What up? ETP Live. What up, Smash Jackson? Happy Saturday. Big D. Rana, Nelly, Joshua Curry. What up? Awesome, you guys. So I'm not sure why we're having a little problem here. We got 26 and only 11 thumbs up. Tell me you guys don't think that's a problem. But let's do it. So this is what I need from you. What I need from you is that any deals that you're working on, especially I like it if it's an off-market deal, all right? If it's an off-market deal, I would like to do it. I need you drop in the comment. I need to know the ARV, the rehab cost. Have you make an offer to the seller? And if you have, what is the offer price? What is the seller asking for? Ton Tran, what up? What up? Hit the like twice. Only twice, man? Come on, dude. I'm just kidding. If you guys are new to the channel, smash the subscribe button. If you are interested in learning about wholesaling houses and how you can turn your annual income into your monthly, even weekly, if that's what you desire. Thanks for the content, bro. Hey, no problem, man. Thank you so much for every single one of you guys being a part of the channel, being part of the family. Could have not done it if it weren't for you guys, starting from 1 or 0 subscriber to now almost 10,000. Also, I want you guys to drop me a comment. Let me know, what should I do when we hit 10,000? I want to hear you guys' opinion on this. Your thoughts, what we should do when we hit 10,000 subscriber. And I am extremely excited to be able to hit 10,000. Man, I never would have thought. Obviously, I need to know the address as well. Off market of Billy. Okay, and also too, is Billy have I done one for you already? If I have, then would like to do somebody else. ARV is 90. Rehab is 25. What is the seller asking for, and have you made an offer? Okay, never. Okay, so never. I haven't done a deal for you. Okay, Billy. Awesome, man. I might be able to only squeeze one in, you guys. And the whole thing with doing this is hopefully you guys will be able to kind of learn from this, how I take a piece of property, how I analyze it, how I come up with the ARV, eventually even if I do it virtually in a market where I don't know, and what I would offer to the seller, how I would calculate what my assignment fee is. And I think that I have tried to figure this out, so I make it simple for you guys. So I'm going to share with you guys in this video how I'm going to do that, so you know what to charge for your assignment fee and things like that. So let's get back to Billy. So Billy, 55K. Is that what you are? Is that what the seller's asking price is? ARV is 90. Is seller asking 55, and have you made an offer, or is that the offer? That's asking. Okay. Have you made an offer? Yes. What is your offer price? I want to know. The reason why I ask these questions, you guys, is I want to know where's your guys' thoughts at, and where have like how do you guys how do you guys come up with these numbers, right? And basically that's why I ask. So Billy, you have dropped me a comment, bro, and let me know. Oh, no offer yet. Okay, so it's an off market. Seller's asking 55. So Billy's guessing the ARV is 90. So let's go ahead and go. So if it's 90,000, so I'm gonna do this first, and then I will help you analyze and figure out the ARV. Ray, what up? Welcome. Ray, after we're done with this, I'm gonna jump on and do a live stream and live cold call on our Facebook group. So stay tuned. Man, I wish I would have had you guys on the live last time when I talked to the seller, locking up on a contract over the phone. We're sending out to her buyer right now. It's a potential 40 to 50K deal. So what I'm going to do is, you guys, I'll take 90,000, which is the ARV, minus the 30,000, that's the discount that most buyer wants. So I'll go ahead and minus the 30% discount. It's like when you go buy a piece of clothing, you know how they have 15%, 30% discount. So this is what people that buys real estate that wants to fix and flip, they like to get 30% off. So when I minus the 30% off, that puts me at 63. Okay. And then now I got to minus the repair. So I minus the repair, which is the 25,000 that the fix and flipper has to put into the property to fix the property up. So I minus that, which put us down at 38,000. So which means this cash buyer that are willing to pay, that wants the 30% discount, they would want to come in and buy this property at 38,000. So your job is to get the seller to get the seller below 38,000, so you can make your assignment fee. Drop me a comment and let me know. Does that make sense, you guys? So let's just say that you want to make 5,000 on this. And it can be any amount. It could be 5. It could be 20,000. It could be 50,000. As long as there's equity in there. So in this case, obviously you can't make 50,000. But let's just say that so 38,000 is where the buyer needs to be. So I'll minus. Let's just say that you want to make 10K. So that puts you down at 28,000, which means you have to lock this property under contract with the seller at 28,000 if you want to make a 10,000 assignment, because you're going to send it out to your buyer at a $38,000 purchase price. So all we need to do is, now we know that the seller is asking for way too much. The seller's asking at for $55,000. So the seller's asking for way too much. So I'm gonna help you figure out the ARV right now. Shoot, I lost the address. I'm so sorry. Oh man, that's my bad. You guys comment and let me know. Does that make sense? For those of you who are like new to this, let me know if that makes sense. For other, you guys probably have already been through this multiple times. So this is just like me repeating myself. So it does get kind of boring. So 1612 Cole Street. Also, too, is could you guys let me know, like with me doing the laptop like this, is this better than what when I was going with the iPad? Columbus, Ohio. Okay, I found it. So I'm going to go right now. I'm going on to iComps. Okay. So this time here, at least I can flip it around and show you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna on to iComps. Okay, and you guys see this little map here. Oh man, this is so ghetto. So right here, here's green. Okay, green is where we are. This is the property that we're looking at, and these are the surrounding property that are sold. Okay, and we need to stay within half a mile to a mile of our property to find comparable. So which means we want to look for similar property, bedroom, bathroom, square footage. So this one here, so you can see it's a 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, 1,700 square feet. And we're just going to go here and find a similar property and see what it sold for. So I'm going to go down here. Does that make sense, you guys? Khang ain't froze. Okay. You froze up, Khang. Okay. Sorry, am I better? Is it better now? So most comps are 2-story. Okay. So this one is a single story. It's okay. 2-story, a rambler. I don't think it really mattered too much, Billy. It's more of the square footage, the bedroom and bathrooms, and the update condition. And obviously year built. If it's brand new, and even if we update it, you know, obviously you can't compare apple to apple. So let me see here. So here is one that is like almost right next to it. This one sold for $38,000. So all I need to do, and it's a little bit smaller or it's a little bit bigger, but it is comparable. So let me share with you how I compare this. So the property we're looking at is a 3 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,100 square feet, almost 1,200 square feet. And so now I'm looking for the property that is right next door that sold for $38,000. It's 3 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,300 square feet, built in 1918, ours built in 1920. So yes, very, very similar. So what I need to do now is I'm going to paste this and I'm going to go on Zillow and try to see if I can find some pictures, because I want to know if this property it's sold, but I need to see some pictures to see if it was updated or was it sold like in a rough condition, right? An as-is condition. So if you guys follow, yeah. So this one here, when I'm looking at it, and you guys, if you guys want to follow along, maybe you can follow along as well, so you kind of know what I'm talking about. So this one here, it seems like it's in a rough condition. So this one here is probably, they sold for $38 and is in a rough condition. So it's not updated. No, you don't say ghetto. Too funny. No, you didn't. I'm sorry. Oh man. So here is a 4 bedrooms. Some of you guys just comment really crack me up. And man, sometimes I think I'm Asian, so I get away with saying whatever. But anyway, this one is a 4 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,200 square feet, and ours at 3.1. Let me see here. This one sold for $53,000. Now you guys are going to ask me, is that something that's comparable? This is a 4.1, ours at 3.1. So I figure that it's probably. And this is 1,200 square feet. R is roughly almost 1,200 square feet. I would say very, very similar. And would I use it as for a comparable? I think I would if that's the only one that I can find. So I'm gonna go back to Zillow and see the pictures. It doesn't have any interior pictures, and that's the problem, you guys. If you don't have access to the MLS, it's like, you know, some of these property I don't have interior, but just by looking out at the exterior pictures, it does not look like it is updated. So I would say, okay, so now we know that our property, in a perfect condition, it's more than 53,000. Here's another one. It's a 1,300 square feet, sold for 48. So we know that these are the 48. So anything under, we know that's probably not updated. But I'm just gonna go ahead and check this one really quick. And you guys, sometimes forgive me, man, because of my vocab is so limited. Sometimes I don't know how to, I don't know to use the right word to say some things. So let me see here. Because obviously I'm a high school dropout. My education is like a fifth grader, probably less, probably more like a fourth grader. So let me see. Okay, here's another one here. 1,300 square feet. That's a 50,000, 1922. I don't see anything that is in the okay. So here's the thing, Billy. Anything that I see so far, I don't see anything like in the 90, the 80, the 70. There's one that I think I saw that is 60,000, so I'm gonna go find it. But I don't see anything in like the 90, which tells me that the property is probably doesn't worth 90K. But I just want to confirm it really quick, because everything that I see here, I think, okay, I saw one that is for 60,000. So let me see here. This is okay, and this one here, the address, you guys, is 544 Berkeley Road, Columbus, Ohio. 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,300 square feet, almost 1,400 square feet. It's sold for 60,000. So if this one is completely updated, then I know that our property does not worth 90K. It probably does not even worth. So it's probably worth around 60,000. So let's see. Hopefully, I'll be able to get no pictures from this as well. A rich fourth grader. Oh man, some of you guys just comment honestly when I read them. I wish I can record myself sometime when I'm read these comments. It's like, it's hilarious. It cracks me up, man. Okay, so here's one, 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,400 square feet or 1,100 square feet, 2-story, great 2-story. This one looks like it's updated. Now this one sold for let me see. Hold on, before I say it. Okay. Yeah, this one is not even updated. But let me see where that property was or is. So I'm in Zillow right now just to check out pictures. So this one here, oh, it's for sale. It's not sold. I'm sorry. So it's not sold. They asked for 70,000 and it's in a fixed up condition. So I just need, oh, what the heck? Okay, I just need to figure out the 60,000. Is it? Okay, and another thing I wanted to share with you guys, a lot of times when you have really trouble figuring out the ARV and 633 Road Avenue, would you consider, Khang? I'm not sure, Billy. So a lot of times you guys if you have trouble figuring out the ARV on some of these property where you couldn't, look at the assessed value. And if you can come in lower than the assessed value, typically majority of the time that is a deal. If you can lock it up under contract lower or sometime at the assessed value. Okay, so sometimes when I can't find comparables for that property because it's in a rural area. then I would look at the assessed value, and I typically go, under the assessed value when I make the offer. So hopefully that helps you guys. Man, this one. So when you're in a new area, it does takes a little bit of time to trying to figure these out. Okay, so Billy, I got one. So this one here is for 60K, 1,400 square feet, and I was able to go on Zillow and now able to get some pictures, and it in a bad condition. So let me see here. So you guys can see here. So this is the one. As you guys can see, that's in a horrible condition, and they sold it for $60,000. So let me tell you kind of where my mind is right now when looking at this property. So this one here is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,400 square feet, and it's in a rough condition. They sold for $60,000. Ours a little bit less. So I know that in a as-is condition, ours probably going to be somewhere around that 55 to 60, because you can. It's comparable. Okay, because this is a 3-1, 1,400 square feet. Ours 1,200 square feet. It's only 200 square feet less. Same bedroom and bathrooms. So I can use the $60,000 as a as-is value for the property. And that one sold on March 20th, 2018. So it's recent. So typically when you guys look at sold comp, you want to stay recent, right? Typically like to stay within 3 or 6 months. If you can't, then obviously you got to go out to like a year. You guys drop me a comment and let me know. Am I doing on the laptop? Is it better, or is it, if it's not, then we go back to the iPad style. Okay, so I'm looking at this one here. This one sold for $55,000. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, almost 1,300 square feet. iPad is better. Okay. Billy, okay, iPad is better. Okay. So next time we'll make sure we'll do the iPad. So this one here, see, the that's the problem is the problem is I don't get to see the pictures. So this one here is a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath, 1,200 square feet, sold for $55,000. So I don't know if this is in a updated condition or not. If it's updated, okay. Now, Billy, I'm going to ask you this, man. So how do you come up with the ARV as a 90,000? iPad. Everybody's saying iPad. All right. I'll go on an iPad next time. Billy, so how do you come up? How do you come up with the? Would you consider 633 Road Avenue? I guess you want me to look at that to see if it's comparable. Let me see. Hold on a second. Yes. Okay. Let me look at that really quick here. Billy, how do you come up with the 90,000 as your ARV? So I'm looking at this one right now. Sold for 108. 3-bedroom, 1-bath. Okay, yep. It's comparable, but let me see how far it is away. So they don't do like granite countertop or stainless. They did stainless steel appliances, but it's not granite countertop. They did update it. Yep. Okay, so this one is like it's updated. Now I just need to know how far is this property away from our property. If it's like, I don't know, 2-3 miles away, then probably not. So let me map it. I'm going to map this sucker. So I'm going to map it really quick here. Or maybe you can tell me, Billy. I'm gonna map it really quick. Maybe you can tell me, Billy, how far is it? Okay, so let me see here. Okay, so now I'm gonna add in, oh my God. Okay, so now direction. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna add in the other address. I'm doing it on Google. Oh, dude. Yeah, it is. I don't know why that doesn't show up on iComps. Let me see. Yeah. For some reason, that one doesn't show up on iComps, man. But I'm glad you point that out. Sorry, Billy. I'm just looking at iComps right now really quick. Because that doesn't, yeah. So anyways, that doesn't show up on iComps. But so this one here, so sold for 108. 1,200 square feet. Yep. So I can definitely use this. Okay, so based on this, and it just recently sold in February. So Billy, based on this, you can probably, I thought so, but wasn't sure. No problem, Khang. Okay. Let me see here. So actually, okay. So based on this that I see pictures, the ARV, you know, it's definitely comparable to this, Billy. So you can actually use the ARV as 108. I mean, because it's very exactly similar to the property you're looking at. Actually, I want to ask you one more question. Is that this property has a garage? It has a single car garage. The property that we're looking at, does it have a garage? Does it have a garage, Billy? Billy, my man, come on, dude. Does it have a garage? It used to, but you can build one. Okay. So, and the reason why I asked that, because this one, the property that you gave me to look at the comps, that one does have a single car, a detached garage. So which tells me that the property doesn't have a garage. So typically, you know, you can probably take, yeah. So you can probably take like I would take like 10,000 off of that. So since this one has a garage or doesn't have a single car garage, I typically take 10,000, man. So let's put the ARV at this as 100,000. Minus 30, that puts us at 70. And you said it needs 25K in repair. So that puts us at 45,000. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to construct this offer to call back to make an offer to the seller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ARV that I estimated and and you guys, I could be wrong, I could be right, but based on what I'm seeing here, I'm going to use the ARV as 100,000. Okay, so if we take $100,000 minus the 30% for this is for our 30% discount investor, minus the 25,000 in repairs, which mean we have to lock this up under contract for less than 45,000. So now we know at a 30% discount, we need to lock this property up under contract at less than 45 for us to make our assignment fee or wholesale fee. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take 100,000 minus 25%. This is for our investor that only needs 25% discount, not the 30% discount. So they're willing to pay a little bit higher. So if I take 100,000 minus 75 or minus 25%, I put it at 75 minus 25K in repair. Yep. So that put us at $50,000. So what that means is that now you just need to get get it locked up on a contract with the seller for less than $50,000. All right. So if you lock it up under 49,000, so which means you can send it out to your cash buyer that is willing to pay the 25% discount, then you can make 1,000. All right. Does that make sense, you guys? So basically, so at a 25% discount, you have to lock this property up on a contract with the seller less than $50,000. Anything less than 50 is what you're going to make. And now I'm going to take 100,000 minus 20% discount. This is for my investor that are willing to pay the 20% discount. They don't need the 25%. They don't need the 30%. They are okay with making 20% on the deal. Does that make sense, you guys? So that put us at 80 minus 25,000 in repair. So now, which give us room where now, Billy, so that means all we need to do is lock this property up on the contract for less than $55,000. So now this is this is gonna go back to those of you who are who knows your buyer and know your market. So if you have buyer, Billy, that you like, hey, you know what? They only need the 20% discount and the seller is asking for $55,000. Now all you need to do is go back and renegotiate with the seller under the $55,000 to make your assignment fee. So typically that's how I would construct my offer with the seller. So I put here that I cannot go above on this one here on the 30%. You guys can't even see that. So now how I construct this offer before I call the seller is I know that, okay, the lowest I would start off making an offer is I got to go less than $45,000. So which means my offer to the seller has to be less than $45,000 when I talk to the seller. And the highest I will be able to go is up to the $54,000, right? Or up to where the 55 is. I can't be over 55. So now I know what's my bottom, my lowest that I need to start negotiating, and I know my highest that I can go. Does that make sense, you guys? So typically when I construct the offer, I look at, okay, 30% discount. This is where I'm going to start low when I talk to the seller, depend on how the conversation go. If I know that they're willing to negotiate, then I'm going to start low. I'm going to start offering up the 30% discount. Now, if I know that they are not really wanting to negotiate, then maybe I'll start at the 25% discount. But that way I have myself set up where here's the 30% discount. So I know where I'm going to start the lowest, and the highest that I can go to the seller is I cannot go anything over 55,000. Does that make sense, you guys? Shoot me a comment and let me know, like, does that make sense? Like what I just said, does that make sense or no? So Billy, so what I'm saying is that it seems like the seller's asking 55,000 and the property worth about 100. So which tells me that you can call the seller back and start negotiating and try to see, 55, and you need to get it at lower than 45. That's only like a $10,000 negotiation. So that should be very, very easy. But so if I were you, so typically when I talk to the seller and if I felt like they are willing to drop on price, and especially you haven't made an offer yet, I would call back. If you have my script, Billy, I don't know if you do or not, or maybe someone else's script on how to negotiate, give them some of the key points that you offer to them to pay for all the closing costs and things like that. Man, I can get, if you know how to talk to seller and communicate right, you should be able to get this property locked up in a contract at a very low discount. Because every single time, sometimes you got to understand when most seller know that, hey, this is going to be a negotiation thing. So when they put out an offer, they probably going to start high. So if they want 55, I would not even come in at, so let's just say that you want to make 10,000 on this deal. So Billy, if you want to make 10,000 on this deal, which means at a 30% discount, you got to lock it up on the contract at 35,000. But I would not start 35,000 when I go and seller is after 5K for earnest. So Okay, so let me get to that, Billy. So if you want to make a $10,000 on this, you got to offer the seller $35K, and that's at a 30% discount. Offer him $35K, but I wouldn't start at 35, because if 55 minus 35, that's only a 20,000, man. So typically, I want to start lower than get to where I want to be. So if I start with the seller, I ask them questions, see if they're willing to come down. I would start like at 30 or 32, man, and then try to work your way up there, because you know that you can get it. You can go up all the way up to like $45,000 if you have buyers that's willing to pay 20%. So you got to know your buyer and know your market. Like, do you have buyers that are willing to pay 20%? If you don't, then I wouldn't go 20%. You're right. I would stick to the 30% discount or the 25. Billy, typically if I deal directly with the seller, you guys, I've never had the seller ask me about earnest money, to be honest with you. And a lot of times seller asks for earnest money is because they felt something in the conversation. Maybe you mention it, or maybe they just felt something, or maybe they have talked to an agent or another investor friend or whatever it is, right? But typically when the seller never really asks that questions. They always, if they feel comfortable and they felt the trust, the confidence within you, that earnest money has never been brought up if I deal directly with the seller. But if they say 5K, man, then you got to start negotiating on the earnest money and let them know that, let's just say the seller's Bob. Hey, Bob, you know, our company typically, you know, we do buy a lot of properties in the area. And our normal, what we normally do is we put up, you know, $500 or so, 500 or $1,000 for the earnest money. Now you might ask me, well, Khang, what if I don't have that? Well, then you have to start lower. But if they're starting at 5,000, and you might have to say, hey, you know, we typically put $100 as our earnest money, and you might have to come up to 500 to 1,000, and then you might have to find a way to find that money to put down as your earnest money to the seller, right? So when there's a will, there's a way, man. So now asking for earnest money. My buyers are 30 to 50% depending on repairs. Another investor made an offer but didn't go through. Gotcha. Okay, so basically you're in a market where your buyer is looking for a 30 to 50% discount. Dang, man. So yeah, so basically, so you have to, so now at a 30% discount, Billy, you have to call the seller back and try to lock it up on the contract at less than 45,000. Okay, for lower than 45. As far as the earnest money goes, it's probably how your conversation go with the seller. And that's something where I would like to know, you know, and then that's where mentoring coming in, and they got to be able to listen to your calls and things like that, and be able to give you kind of a tips and why and things like that. But did you bring it up, or did they brought it up, or I don't know, because I know a lot of you, and I try to answer this question right now because I know a lot of you ask about earnest money and things like that. But we never had problem. So now asking for earnest money. So you tell them, hey, so you tell them, Billy, hey, our company, we buy a lot of properties. We don't want to lock up our money on a bunch of these property by putting $5,000 to $10,000. Typically, our company will put $500, or he brought it up. Okay, so you would have to let him know that, say, hey, our company, we typically only put like $500 or $100. Where I don't know where you are as in financially. If you have $1,000, just go ahead and say, hey, our company, what we typically do is, we do put out a lot of offer to these property. And obviously we want to keep our cash liquid so we can buy properties without tying all of our cash up on these earnest money. And, so typically we put up like $1,000 or so. For us, in our contract, it's $500. But like I said, I could have put $100. I could have put $10. Never had seller ask. But typically, even if the seller asks, I said, I'm sorry, our company, that's how we operate. $500 is what we put down for the earnest money. And the thing is, you let the seller know that that's just the earnest money, So that's just basically, we just got to put some kind of an amount so it bonds us. It makes the agreement legal, because even if we put $5,000, we still got to go and inspect the property, and if it doesn't turn out right, you know that as a buyer, we get our earnest money back. And they know that, because even if they list their property, a buyer comes in and make an offer, it's still going to have, and there's earnest money that they have to put down, but the buyer still gets to get the earnest money back after they go through the inspection if they're not satisfied. So anyways, that's what I would tell the sellers. I said, our company typically only put $500 for earnest money. If that works for you, great. We buy a lot of properties. We're not here to play games. We buy a lot of properties in the area, and whatever we agreed upon, that's then we move forward with that. Can I say that property that around 100K probably are normally put 50 to 100 bucks, and any property over 100K, 200 we put more earnest money? Yeah, you can do that. So you can go ahead and say, hey, typically people put like 1%. So let's just say that they want to buy it at 50. 1% of that is 500 bucks. So yeah, so you can say that typically most buyer puts 1%, 1% as far as earnest money goes on the sell price. Yeah, that's a good point, Billy. But yeah, you can say that as well. And that is true. And that is true. You guys know that is true, right? When they put they list their property with an agent, most buyers will say, hey, I'll put 1%, 1% as the earnest money. And and the thing is, the earnest money can be any amount. That's the thing. But that's a good way to tell the sellers, so that way you can get around it. But the thing is, Billy, just make sure that because you don't want to get into this problem over and over again by seller asking you about the earnest money. So maybe check on your conversation with the seller and see why he brought it up. And maybe because he brought it up because he already did a deal with another investor and it fell through, and then he got the money or whatever. So he wants the buyer to put more skin in the game or whatever. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much. I got to end this live stream. Jump onto a live call on Facebook right now. But thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for every single one of you guys are being a part of the family, a part of the channel, and helping me grow this channel. But I got to say that, I'm scared and excited, like both. Like I'm scared and I'm excited. I'm excited for, man, just being able to reach out, have so many friends all over the world, and just being able to, build a channel up. But I'm scared is that people in my area, it's just find out about my channel. But anyways, you guys, sometimes we just got to do what we fear. And a lot of times what we fear, it's not something that we should fear about. Okay. Anyways, you guys, take care. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are able to learn a lot from this. And let me know if the Saturday deal or no deal things really helped you guys out when you guys come to, evaluating and analyzing your own deals. Anyways, drop me a comment. Let me know. I also want to know, what do you guys think I should do when we hit 10,000 subscriber? And also, too, is you guys follow me on IG. Me and my wife. So I'm going to put IG here at this thing here. At least I can type at Khang.wtm, or you can follow my wife. You can follow her on IG as well. But IG is just a fun page where I just post a bunch of things, not just wholesale related, just a bunch of stuff. So Rohan said, I told you give away a free course, 2 to 5 people, random pick 5 people. That is an idea. I like that. Give away a free course. Yep, that's something that I can think about. Yep. Any ideas you guys have, I would like to hear it. Also, too, is one last question. I don't know if this is going to go, you so funny, on IG. Raymond, so the thing is, you guys, And I don't know if this is going to be set in stone or not, but my wife and I are planning to come out to Maryland again to visit my mentor in November. I don't want to go. We typically go there like once a year, and it's typically toward the summer. I don't want to go there during the winter time. It's pretty cold there. But we might go there because we are collaborating with him and doing some a couple of different things. And obviously would love to meet you guys. So I don't know if you guys would be interested in coming out again to meet up with me in Maryland at the area in November. And like I said, I don't know if it's solid or not, but thought that I shout it out here. See if something you guys be interested in. Thanks a lot, you guys. And remember this too, you guys, is that don't worry. You know, don't get all caught up and all hung up on doing, on missing out on one deals, right? On losing on one deals and then forget about the rest. There's plenty of deals out there. So don't let one deals, you know, losing on one deals hold you back or upsets you or things like that, because there's plenty of deals out there. We just got to keep hunting and keep going and just keep pushing. Thanks a lot, you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the family, part of the channel. Thank you so much. You guys have a great rest of your Saturday. I'm going to jump on Facebook Live right now, make a couple live call, hit the gym, come back, go get some blueberries, and then maybe post something on IG. Take care, you guys. Have a good one. Bye. Love you all.